I never taught myself victory first. First, I taught myself how to fail, and people hear that and say, man, that sounds depressing. No, what's depressing is staying broken because you're afraid to fail, when you're overweight, and when you're lost, when you can barely believe in yourself, and when your life is completely falling apart. Do you understand how many times you're going to fail trying to rebuild yourself? Failure is not optional, it's part of the transformation. So I knew something early. If I didn't learn how to fail properly, I would never win. Nobody teaches you that. Nobody teaches you how to fail without quitting, how to fail without breaking mentally, how to fail and still wake up the next morning ready to fight again. But if your goals are massive, if your dreams are bigger than your current reality, you better prepare yourself for failure, because impossible dreams come with impossible obstacles. Think about it. A broke kid, overweight, no confidence, no direction, people doubting him at every turn, and somehow he says, I'm going to become uncommon. I'm going to become elite. I'm gonna build a life nobody thinks is possible. You think that journey starts with winning? No, that journey starts with humiliation, with setbacks, with rejection, with people laughing at you, with your own mind telling you to quit. That was the beginning of my growth, learning how to stand inside failure without living there forever, because failure can become dangerous if you stay in it too long. It can convince you that you're not good enough, that you're too late, that you're not talented enough, that you should stop trying. That's why mindset matters, because there are always two voices inside your head. One voice says, keep going. You can become more. There's another level inside you, but the other voice, that voice says, this climb is too hard. You're not built for this. You're going to embarrass yourself. You're going to fail again. And trust me, both voices get loud. The outside world doubts you. The inside world doubts you. People question your vision. Your own mind questions your vision. That's the real battle, not the gym, not the work, not the grind. The real battle is the conversation happening inside your own head every single day. And here's what people don't understand. Confidence is not built from motivation videos. It's not built from one podcast. It's not built from reading one self-help book. Real confidence is built through years of sacrifice, years of suffering, years of disciplined work when nobody is watching, doing the same thing over and over and over again until your mind finally says, okay, this is who we are now. That's when things change, because eventually you've practiced so much, you've suffered so much, you've endured so much that the voices telling you you can't do it become weaker than your belief. Not because fear disappeared, but because your discipline became stronger than fear. That's the process. People want results immediately, but greatness doesn't happen immediately. It's built quietly, daily, painfully, alone. You have to become obsessed with your purpose, not distracted by every opportunity, not chasing everything, not trying to impress everyone. You must become focused, precise, locked in on what you truly want from life, and then attack it relentlessly. Because when you practice every single day, when you show up every single day, when you continue despite the doubt, eventually something happens. You start trusting yourself. You realize, I've suffered enough to know I can survive this. That's power. Most people listen to everybody else's opinion before they ever listen to themselves. That's why they stay stuck. They let society define their limits. They let weak people define what's possible. And when someone chooses a different path, people call them crazy. But let me ask you something. If the crazy person keeps succeeding, if the crazy person keeps breaking barriers, if the crazy person keeps becoming uncommon, maybe they weren't crazy at all. Maybe they just believed in themselves long enough to become who they saw in their mind. That's what separates leaders from followers. Leaders hear the doubt and move anyway. They hear the fear and move anyway. They hear the criticism and move anyway, because they know something average people never understand. The truth is painful, growth is painful, discipline is painful, transformation is painful, and most people avoid pain at all costs. That's why most people never become extraordinary, because extraordinary requires sacrifice. It requires loneliness. It requires waking up every day and choosing purpose over comfort. Sometimes nobody believes in you, sometimes nobody understands your vision, sometimes you walk completely alone. But if your vision is real, if your purpose is real, you keep moving anyway. You keep showing up, you keep fighting, you keep building, until one day, the same people who doubted you start asking how you did it. And the answer is simple. You learned how to fail without surrendering. You kept going when it hurt. You trusted your journey when nobody else could see it. And that is what creates greatness.